Good morning, Carlos.
Good morning.
Happy 50th episode to you, my friend. Happy 50th episode.
Yeah, it's great. I believe it, 50-50.
I know. How you doing? How's things going with you this morning, my friend?
Doing good.
Good.
Sun shining. Life is good. It's a little scary because it's Friday the 13th, but...
Yeah. Haven't we had a couple of these this year?
Yeah,
I think we've had a couple of Friday 13s.
I think we had a couple of them, yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
So I got my shirt. I got my running shirt on.
Nice.
Yep.
I like it. How much running you doing this weekend? You got a lot of running going on this weekend?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got I got some open houses this weekend. I'm running all over.
Nice.
I got some commercial stuff I need to get done. I got some quotes I need to do. I'm running. I'm doing some running.
That's a beautiful thing, Mark. A beautiful thing. Well, welcome, man. We made it through another week, and I was getting ready and preparing for the show, and I realized we were on episode 50, and it's amazing, man. 50 weeks. 50 weeks. That's crazy. It's probably been a few more than that, but I think we took one off because I was sick, and then we took one off because we had a broadcast issue when I was down at the Teach of the Beach, right? So
at the beach, yep. At the beach.
So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Well, you know what I thought we talked about today?
That puts us at 50. That puts us probably around that 52 weeks that we've been doing this.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's 52 weeks.
That's crazy, right? That's
how many weeks are in a year?
How time flies when you're having fun, right? Time flies when you're having fun. So, what I thought we'd talk about, since we are on the precipice of the holiday season, like away from the old turkey, veggie turkey dinner. I thought we'd talk a little bit about prepping for the holidays. Obviously there's always reasons to reach out and touch people and stay in front of them and things of that nature. So I thought we'd talk a little bit about, how we can generate some business this holiday season, and keep in front of our people and get in front of people that we haven't been in front of all year long. Holidays are a great way to do that, to rekindle things as well, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I always say that's the way I live. You always got to find a reason to, some people sit there and think, I'm scared to reach out to these people, or I don't know, I've called them too much, but always find a reason. And this is a perfect reason. The holidays, it's a perfect reason to reach out to every single one of them. Yeah.
A good non-threatening way to reach out to them and just touch base with them and let them know, you're thinking of them. And, those things go a long way. They go a long way. We never know when someone needs our services, or we never know when they're going to need something that we may provide. So staying in front of them is critically important, and what a great way to follow with people with this holiday season. So pretty exciting stuff. I like it. I think I probably get a holiday because I try to touch base with at least 40 people on each of these, especially the major holidays. At least 40 people. Send out 40 messages, emails, text messages. 40 is the number. If I reach out and touch at least 40 people, I'm going to get a response back.
Something.
Probably 80% of the time it's going to be, oh, thank you so much, right? But one of those is going to respond and say, hey, by the way, I have a friend that's looking, or I'm looking. Can you help? Right? Especially right now in my business, and the same thing in yours, right? Because the rates are low. The market's hot, so we're gonna get a response, right? Gonna get a response.
So wasn't it last year? God, it just seemed like not too long ago. I could probably sit here and think if I think real hard. Wasn't it like last year that you reached out? It was 4th of July, wasn't it? You reached out to 40 people, and you got like majority of them responded.
That's right. I got a great response. That's why I said, I think I think I sent out 48 and probably got 40 some responses,
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, and I got some business out of that, right? So it's just, listen, I think that we talk always about activity and consistent activity, and the holidays give us great reasons, to have some consistent activity and reaching out with people. So, so find a reason, right? So I've got on there, how can we generate business this holiday season? Find a reason for the season, right? The reason for the season is a reason to reach out. And, if we got a telephone, we've been talking about that. If we got a telephone, we may or may not be in lockdown. Carlos, how many people, how many contacts do you have in your telephone?
280, I believe.
280 people. So because you counted that before.
Yeah. I can look real quick.
And I don't even know how many I have. But if we're meeting people, we're saving numbers, there is quite a bit of activity right here on this little handy thing we keep with us most of the time. So if you got a phone, we have an opportunity to reach out and to send just a holiday greeting message. Hey, happy holidays. And of course, Thanksgiving's coming up. We just had Halloween, and then of course Christmas, and then New Year's. So we have an opportunity 4 times in 3 months to be in front of someone.
I just looked at my new numbers, 330.
330. So you're up to 330. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful
330 thing. People in my phone.
That's a beautiful thing, my friend. So 330. So if you took if you divided that by 4 holidays, or even 3 holidays, that's 100. But 4, you're going to probably be closer to like maybe about 70 or 80, right? People that you could just break it down over the course of these next. What do we have left? We've got about 6 weeks, and you could send 40, 50 messages. That gets you right there. 50 messages a week. I say 40, but 50 messages a week of happy holidays. You'll get through your whole 300.
Yeah, and I can categorize them too. So like I have my contacts categorized by clients, referral partners. They're categorized on my contacts.
So you could go through you could go by category, basically, right?
So I can send them certain things. At least I know that these are, and I put in their potential clients. I put in their clients. Right. So I know that if these are people that I've been working, and then when they become a client, then I put them in my clients.
Right. That's good.
So I know I can figure out, what kind of message to send them.
Yeah. Which is important. That way you can customize it, right? That's important. Customizing it for people too. So, but yeah, I mean, just simply, breaking it down that way. You've got 300. Some of us have less, some of us have more, but we've got 6 weeks left in the year. 3 major holidays coming up. Hey, we got a phone. Send a text message, right? Send a text message. Pick up and make a call. When we started this, we then ran into the pandemic. And I remember you saying, what a great way to stay in front of people and talk to people by doing what? What did you say, Carlos? What did you say?
Yeah, what a great way to sit in front of people. What did it? And it said, I can't think of what I said. They have phones. God, what did I say? It was funny.
You were talking about like during the pandemic, how people were all stuck in. So just checking in on people just to see how they're doing.
Oh yeah, checking in, and just anything, any way that you have a reason, check in. How are you doing? Make sure that their family's doing all right, making sure that they're making it. They don't need anything. Find a reason to talk with them.
That's right. That's right. And, who knows where we're going to go the next couple of weeks here. I mean, the pandemic numbers are rising. Chicago's going into shutdown.
New York,
New York. Yeah, who knows where we're going to go? So the phone becomes a great way, a great tool, reaching out and checking on people, wishing them happy holidays. We're talking about potentially, limiting how much Thanksgiving family can visit, right? So people, a lot of us might end up back in a similar situation. So hey, it gets lonely at home. So it's nice sometimes to get a call and have someone just check on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And then during this holiday, it's like, you make a video. Make a video. Like last week, he makes videos. You know what I mean? Make a video and send it to every single one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it is 40 videos, you don't necessarily have to put their name in there, but make a fun video. This is what we're going into is some of the best times of the year. It's the happy times. It's Thanksgiving. We're giving thanks. We're appreciating what we have, and we all need to appreciate what we got right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need to be thankful. It's Christmas time. It's happy. It's joy time. There's lights out there. There's, joy, happiness, good music. It is the best time of the year, and send those fun videos out to people.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Ramsey talked about that, just a quick, what did he use? He's got TikTok. He used, what's the other one he used? BombBomb is what he used. But, we don't have to even get that fancy. I mean, hey,
I have a video. It's called Video Fizz. And you can create a fun little video. Christmas, it's quick and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yep. Quick and easy, 1, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'll tell you, most of us probably already know this, but if you're going to do something on Facebook and you're going to do a video, make sure it's at least 3 minutes long. Facebook likes at least 3-minute long videos. And it's probably good to put a little bit of written content in there, but at least if you're going to do a video, try to do it at least 3 minutes, because Facebook they'll push that and show that to get that in front of more people if it's at least 3 minutes long. So, just FYI, but no, you're right. That's great. Take a video, send a video. Great idea. So we talked about phones, the things we can do with our phones. We talked about videos, which is a great idea. Got social media, right? Video can be pushed out on social media. We can use social media to reach out to people, touch people. So I talked to a realtor one time, and she said whenever she gets a client, she immediately goes and looks for them on social media and friends them or follows them, to just stay connected and to let them know what she does and so on and so forth. And I thought that was just a great idea. What a great suggestion to go out and immediately start, connecting with your prospective customers. You know what I mean? I thought that was a great idea. So got social media, use social media. It's funny. We laughed about it. You brought it up last week. A little over a year ago, I didn't even have a Facebook account that was actively being used, at least, right?
Well, it was existing.
Yeah. It was existing under a pseudonym. But yeah, I mean, got social media. I mean, there's a lot of great ways you can form relationships, make connections, generate some business, by being on these platforms and using these platforms I use them for business and for connecting, but I kind of keep focused more on the business side of things, more so than, I never get involved in religious or political discussions or debates. I stay away from those, man.
I absolutely do. I absolutely do. There's no reason. I mean, it just brings, it brings negativity, and it's tough, but you got to stay away from that,
Yeah, absolutely. So got family. So what a great time to reach out to our family during this holiday season. So we should definitely be touching base with family members, making sure they know what we do. How often do you talk to a family member, Carlos, who you haven't talked to in a little while, and they say, well, I just bought a house, or I just refinanced, or I just did this, or I just did that. And you go, wow, man, I really wished I would have reached out to this person a little bit earlier. This is my family member. They probably would have used me, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing is that people don't reach out to everybody, and if you got to stay in front of them some way or another. So that's why I always say, try to find a reason to reach out to these people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I got a question that popped up from our guy, Justin Raven from Fountain Mortgage. Justin does a great job of, you talked about videos. He does a great job of creating some good, funny videos with some good content, some real creative things. So look up Justin Raven for some of his videos. But he asked the question, Carlos, do you use direct messaging to prospects through social to connect? What do you think? What's your thoughts? You do that?
I don't. I used to, and I've kind of, I just got done saying, some people are scared to, reach out to people, to keep calling and talking to these people. Well, when it came to direct messaging for me, I kind of was like, kind of scared and held back from doing it. So I kind of stopped doing it, but I agree that it should be done. I think it needs to be done. It's one of those things that I was scared about, and, maybe even just reaching out to people that way. So I think it's a good tool, and I think it needs to be. I think you can get more interaction. I'm just leery of it, just because of bothering everybody.
Yeah. Well, I have people that reach out to me through direct messaging to connect from a social perspective, and I do occasionally do that as well. And they reach out and interact, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, because of you more so than anything else, I really pay attention to my direct messaging now.
I know. I got a message from you this morning.
I do. I got to tell you, Dr. Bryant, and a couple other realtors, man, you guys use the messaging. And so you really conditioned me to make sure that that's a part of my routine, to get up and check direct messaging, respond to it. But I absolutely, do some direct messaging, through there, and people direct message me as well. So I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think you can try to connect through posts, which are good, right? They're public. And then some people are leery of the direct messaging because some of the stuff they get in there is some junk, but certainly I think it can be effective. I think people mess with me.
I think to me, direct messaging is like when you want to talk to somebody, or when you're messaging somebody, it's like I respond to those. If somebody needs a quote, or if somebody's trying to get a hold of me real quick, it's one of those things. It's like my telephone,
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's almost a step further than my telephone. Like, you can get a hold of me on Facebook, you can get a hold of me through direct messaging, but I need to learn. I guess I need to get out of my comfort zone to do it that way. I mean, if I got good content, if you have good content, and if you have, good education, and a way to direct message somebody to get connected, I think it'd be a great thing. I think it's an awesome thing. I just have to get out of my comfort zone of feeling bad that I feel like, depending on what time of the day it is, I know my messages ding at me because I have them ding at me so I can respond to people.
Right.
So, 10, 11, and 12 o'clock at night, when people think I'm sending them a message and they'll see it tomorrow morning, well, I see it and hear it instantly.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's good. Absolutely. So, yeah, there definitely can be some utilization for it, for sure. So, and that's part of the social media, right? You know, we can use direct messaging to send happy holiday messages, right? I mean, non-threatening, you know, good-natured. So great. I think it's a great way. I think it's a great question Justin posed, and definitely can be very effective for sure.
Yeah.
So we talked about the family aspect of things, and then, you know, the next one is cards. You know, you got cards, and you know, this used to say got business cards. But I got to thinking during the holiday season, you know, remember all the times we used to mail holiday cards?
It's a big season right now for us, you know, at the print shop.
Yeah.
You know, we're wanting those holiday
Yeah.
cards.
They want the cards. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, so, you know, you got cards. What a great way. Mail a card, sign a card with a pen, with a real life pen, you know. And if you can't do that, you know, Carlos can print them, you know, places can print signatures. You can get a stamp, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is that, put that on there. I can't see that. Nice. Hold on, Carlos.
So,
let me get you.
So this is my wife and I's. This is my wife and I's card that we're sending out. Holiday packing and shipping. You know, this is a little card we send out. We're going to make it a little bit more personable this year. This is an old one. This isn't the new one yet, but you can send out these cards. So. And it's a great way for people to see your business or see you, but send them out to people you know. Send them out to the ones that maybe are prospective or our current clients, you know. And you can also send these out for your events. So if you have an event or you want to put something on that you want your current potential clients to come to, this is a great way to send these out too. But make it personable. You can make them little holiday cards. You can make them fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it this year. We're literally, my wife and I are literally working on it, as you know, we were working on it yesterday.
Nice. No,
so we're going to try to make them more personable. I mean, look, we even have our picture on there, you know?
Yeah.
Used on this camera thing.
I like that. That looks good. And that's a nice touch. And, you know, I think it just keeps you there. Shop small.
Yeah.
Go with the small guys, locally owned. I like that, Carlos. That's, we need to all be shopping locally. I think that's important for all of our small businesses, man.
You got to support local. So if you got a business, it's a small local business, make sure you put that on there. You know, people love supporting small businesses.
Yeah.
You know, family owned. So if you guys got that, get it out there.
Yeah, agree. You know?
I'll make it personable. We're going to make this card personable. We're going to really do it good this year, you know. And get those postcards out. We have people that, you know, they call us up this week that are wanting postcards out, you know, and holiday cards and greeting cards, you know. Make sure you get those things out. Get your family out there. Get some pictures taken, you know. And we know a lot of people that can take pictures and get your family looking good and send those out to people, you know.
Yeah.
Even if it is your family, let your people know, let your clients know that who you are. I always say, you got to let them know who you are and what you do. Well, who you are is you and your family. It's
right. Yeah.
It's not just you. It's your family too, you know. Let them know you're a family person. Let them know you have little ones, or, you know, let them know that you're a dog lover, you know, or a cat lover, you know.
Yeah. Because people identify with that, right? Whether they have cats or dogs or kids or family, you know, it's going to resonate with people that identify with that. And again, that's all we want, right? We want to be top of mind. We want to make sure that when they think about the service that we may offer, boom, we come to mind, right? And those are just little subtle ways that we can do that to kind of help us from a lead generation standpoint.
Yeah, and the thing is people enjoy connecting with others like-minded. Like, I mean, if you like to golf, there's other people that like to golf, like-minded people, that's the biggest part. They love connecting with it. And if they don't know you and they don't know that you like that, you could be a client. They could be this hard person that is difficult to do business with, or that, is giving you a hard time, or is hardballing you on your price, or, whatever, for whatever reason. But if you would have told them that you like to golf or you like to fish, it could have just broken that wall down and made things so much easier.
Right. Yeah. Once you find common ground, common ground, all of a sudden it's an easier conversation. It's amazing. It's amazing.
If you don't let people know who you are and what you do, then it makes it tough, because all they do is got a wall. They got a wall in front of you, and they're lowering it down a little bit here and there, just about business. It's not all about business. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's other things,
Well, you always say, Carlos, if they blank, they'll do business with you.
If they like you, trust you, believe in you, they'll do business with you.
There you go. If they like you,
trust you, and believe in you.
Trust you and believe in you, they will do business with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting that up on the. I'll put that up on the screen because it is so true, and it is so effective to remember that if they like you, trust you, believe in you, they'll do business with you. And one of the ways they might, develop a like or trust is consistent activity, consistent communication, identifying with common interests. Like you just said,
If they like you, they like your personality. I had somebody call me Tuesday. Somebody called me on Tuesday and said the first question was, do you speak Spanish? And I'm like, no, I don't. And I said, no, I don't, but I got people. And it was funny because I had three other people. I had three other people around me that spoke Spanish, so I had no problems handing them the phone. You know what I mean? Any help, work. It helped. Anything helps. So I said, no, but I got people around me that do. Do you want to speak to them? And then he's like, no, I can speak a little English. And then I talked to him, and we talked about his needs and wants, and he wants to buy a house, and he wants to look for a commercial building. And so then we talked and we figured out a lot of things. And then towards the end, I always do my same thing. It's like, how did you hear about me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How did you, because he called me on my office line, and I said, how did you hear about me? And he says, because that's what, I don't put that together. It's somebody's calling me and asking me if I speak Spanish, but whoever referred them would know that
you don't speak Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish.
Right.
So I'm like, how did you hear about me? He goes, I Googled you. I Googled you on Google. And I'm like, he goes, I Googled, and oops, all my devices are going crazy. I Googled you, and I found you, and I just was reaching out to you because I was looking for somebody that spoke Spanish. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry to disappoint you, And he's like, no. He goes, I liked who you are. I liked your personality. I think we could work good together. He goes, and because I said, I'm sorry, I disappointed you. I don't speak Spanish. And he's like, no, it's fine. I like you. And I think we can work good together. So, I mean, I think I'm excited to move forward with you.
Nice. And
so it's just a little, it's the little stuff. They got to like you, and they got to trust that you're going to do what you need to do. So if you talk about your family, if you talk about what you're doing, what you'll do for them, or you have like-minded, things, if you like the same things, if they trust you, you do what you say, and you go over and beyond, you're always in front of them, you help them out. I had a listing that was trying to go live, and they were struggling with getting the stuff done. So guess what I did? I went over there and helped them. I helped them. I sweated my butt off. I helped them clean. I did what I could, and they, and they believed in me with what I can do, and they got to like you, trust you, and believe in you, and they'll do business with you. So and now this time of year is the best time to show people who you are, what you do, and they'll do business with you, so just stay in front of them with those holiday cards.
That's right. Those holiday cards, they're great. They're great cards. They're great ways to stay in front of them. Got cards, absolutely. So, and then, of course, business cards, it's great opportunities, want to always remember, to take a business card with you. You go into a store, you go into a gas station, you go to a restaurant, I always take business cards with me, and I'm always leaving them. I might leave them on the soda pop machine. I go to the ATM, I'll leave some on the ATM. Right, I'll leave some on the ATM. Literally, I'm not even joking. My son plays basketball over in Independence, and I always go to the ATM because it's right by Starbucks. And every time I go to that ATM, there's sometimes I'm there every day of the week, and I always leave a couple business cards. Not once did I go back the next day was there a business card there. They're always there. People are always grabbing them. So I try to make that a habit to keep business cards with me, leave them everywhere I go, and make sure that that I'm leaving them and dropping them everywhere. So mail holiday cards, but also drop your business cards everywhere you go.
So I challenge these people that hear this video. I don't care where you are, who hears this video all over Kansas City, New York, Kansas, Oklahoma. Wherever you're at, that's my address. I want to see some holiday cards. I want to see something. I want to see some kind of, if it's a calendar with your picture on it. I love calendars. People, I see people posting stuff out there. Who wants a calendar? Hey, they might be another agent, but I'm like, I do, because I love them. Because I can put them different places, and I can refer to those Chiefs calendars. I can refer to the Royals calendars. I can refer to a regular 2021 calendar. Send it to me. So whatever you send out, there's my address. Send it to me. I want to see if I can get some.
Yeah, I'm going to add the Carlos challenge to it, and then I'll post it. So the Carlos challenge, this holiday season, mail a card, mail something to 13470 South Arapahoe Drive, Suite 170, and that's in Olathe, Kansas.
That's right. Yeah, send it out. Send those things out. Get them. Let people know. Referral partners is a big thing. Even if you're in the same industry as I am, send them out. I love my referral partners. I love, because you just never know what you could do for them or what they can do. Maybe they specialize in something I don't, and I can tell you, I don't do everything. So, people can reach out. You gotta stay in touch with your referral partners. You gotta stay in touch with your clients, potential clients. So get that stuff out. Get those holiday cards out. Get those videos out. You guys can direct message Stephen or I on Facebook right here. This is Stephen's page right here. What is your page?
Stephen. Steve for Home Loans. Steve for Home Loans. Yeah.
And then reach out to me at Carlos Ceballos Hustle, and you can message me your greeting, your videos. If you want to send it to me and let us look at it before you start sending to people, send it on out.
That's right.
Message us. Get those videos out. Get those greetings out. Get those holiday cheers. Get people's. Right now, people need as much cheering up and as much happiness as possible. You
That's
know,
right. Yeah.
With what we're going through and what we're going to go through, things might change. Things are going to change, but you gotta keep the cheer up. You got to keep the happiness up. You got to keep, the excitement. Got to be excited.
That's right. So here goes right here. Here goes Carlos. Here's your page.
Yep.
Carlos Ceballos Hustle. Carlos Ceballos Hustle. So you can see obviously right now, you can see we're live. We're having a watch party and all that good stuff. And then here goes my business page right here. Steve Fennell, Steve for Home Loan. So
message us. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
I want to see how many people. I want to see how many people will message us a greeting. During the Thanksgiving. Yeah. I'm gonna see how many people I can get to reach on Thanksgiving. I have a ton of people. Just take an hour. Take 30 minutes.
Yeah.
In 30 minutes, you have no clue how much you can get accomplished with reaching out to people. You don't have to sit there all day long with your people. You can spend it with your family and friends. You just got to take 30 minutes, and reach out to your people, referral partners, everyone. Make sure everybody's doing okay.
Yeah.
Cheer them up with a silly video or, a silly post. It doesn't really matter,
Absolutely.
But just reach out and get some interaction.
Yep, that's all that matters, just a little bit. And it gets back to what we started this podcast. It only takes a few minutes to do some things, and and we just block out the time, allocate the time to do it. And if we plan our work and work our plan, then we can accomplish anything. And so a few minutes, that's all it takes. I'll tell you, I sent you yesterday. I sent you that I was calling some old leads.
Look at that.
Calling some old leads. I think it was April of last year, May of last year, or something like that. And I went through and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna because every morning I have my call time anyway. And I said, I'm just gonna dial for the next hour and just pound through these older leads, and today I have about 3 or 4 applications for approval I got to run. I got 2 deals yesterday. These are all old leads, and we know already from our compendium, our Bible, if you will, that if we make enough contacts, we are eventually going to get a hold of someone. We are eventually going to convert that person into a sale, into a deal. So we already know that. So, my mentality is and was, I'm just going to dial. I'm going to dial these old leads. These leads are like over, what did I tell you, 17 months old?
17 months old. I see it right now. 17 months old. It was 5/18 of 19.
Yeah. 5/18 of 19. And so here's the funny thing about this is on our compendium here, the progression of the sale. Do you know how many times I had reached out to her, that lady? 4. That was my 4th attempt. Low hanging fruit. That was my 4th attempt. She knew who I was because I had called and left messages and continued to send emails. She knew exactly who I was when I called. I was the low hanging fruit guy. She was my low hanging fruit because I made that next call. 17 months for the first time she applied.
See, that's what I keep saying to people. It's people don't realize I see people that don't have that follow-up, that CRM system, or that, even if it's a spreadsheet, guys, even if it's just a spreadsheet, or even if it's written out, I thought I had my book here. Even if it was written out on a book, you know what I mean? In a binder, and you handwrite every single person you talk to. You reach out, 17 months old person, and you keep doing it all the time. They'll do business with you. You keep in front of the people. You don't have to sell them every single time. You just have to stay in front of them.
Yeah.
You know, I used to say, tell them what you're doing. I have this car, or I have this product, or I have this. You don't have to be salesy all the time.
Right.
Stay in front of the people all the time. I don't care if it's 2 years, 5 years old, 10 years old. Stay in front of the people all the time.
Mm-hmm. And she knew who I was because we continued to send out those messages, continued to reach out over the course of 17 months. She picked up the phone and she knew who I was. She already knew who I was. That was, to me, that was funny because that just reinforces what you're just saying. Because I constantly stayed in touch with her, I didn't catch her. It took 17 months to finally catch her on the phone. But that's only because she knew who I was. So when she finally had the time and finally was interested in doing it, she picked up the phone that time and answered yesterday.
It took 17 months. Maybe she wasn't ready then, obviously.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. But that's the whole point. Obviously, she was not ready 17 months ago. She didn't tell you, I'm not interested, I'm not doing it. But she obviously was not ready. Right. But you just never know when these people are going to get ready. If you are in front of these people, you have to stay in front of them because you just never know when they're going to do business with you, or they might refer somebody to you. And so they don't have to do business with you, but if you're staying in front of them, they know who you are, you become friends with them, they like you, they'll refer you, or they'll do business with you.
So check this out. Let me throw some stats at you real quickly that I've learned over my years of lead generating and things of that nature and contact management. So 50% of the leads will never respond or buy right away. 50%. So you get 10 leads today or this week, 5 of them, you were not going to get a response and they're not going to buy right away. But that doesn't mean they're not ready eventually. They just may not be ready now, but eventually they will be ready at some point in time. In my business, they may not have the credit. They may not have the money. In your business, they may not have the credit. They may not have the money. They may not be ready from a small business owner standpoint to utilize some of the copy and print services. But that doesn't mean they won't be ready eventually, right? And so 50%, but it's going back and remarketing to that 50% is where some of the gems are there. So no leads, you say it all the time, Carlos, no leads are old leads. No leads are bad leads. All leads are good leads.
If you get a lead, that's what just blows my mind. You're saying 50%. And that's what I go off. That's what I go off of. If I need 250 leads a month. I need 250 leads every single month. 250 leads. If you get 250 leads, those are potential people that you got to like, that you got to get them to like you, trust you, and believe in you. So it doesn't matter if they tell you, I've already bought, I don't need your services, I have a friend in the business. It don't matter what they say to you. If you get 250 leads, you better put them in your database, because that's 250 every single month that adds to your database. And you better add it on, and you better keep plugging away. 200, half of those leads, you said 50% of them don't do anything. But that 50% are going to go on my database, and they're going to keep going. If I get a lead, I'm going to hold on to it like it's chocolate. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
You don't just sit here and say, I got this lead and I got this. I don't care if it's an internet lead. I don't care if it's some random Joe Schmo that you paid a service to and they're not doing anything. You better hold on to that lead like it's your buddy.
Yeah.
Because it's a potential buyer. It's a potential person that could refer you. It's a potential person that could do business with you later on, even if you didn't get a hold of them. I understand throwing away that the ones that says that is a recording and says the number is bad. Yeah, throw it away. Either that or what I do with those, I work a little bit on those and I try to see if I can find a different number.
Right, or an email.
Or email, or I look them up on social media.
Yep. Yep.
And you know, there's people that there's people that have properties that I've reached out to because I said, you know, there's some people like in Chicago, Illinois, and I'm like, do you have a property here in Kansas City? And I message them, and it breaks the ice instantly. I just ask a simple question: hey, do you have a property here in Kansas City on this address?
Mm-hmm.
And if they say nope, not me, I say, oh, okay, thank you, you know, and or just I keep a conversation going because you never know, that might be a person that might want something later on, you know, but I always try to sit there and try to find a way to, if it's a bad number, then research. You know, if you got them and they said, no, I don't want to do business with you, or I've already got it, or I got a friend in the business, it doesn't matter. Hold on to it. It's a potential referral. It's a potential buyer. You got to stay in front of them. You got to build a relationship up. Every single person you get.
That's right. Absolutely. And you know, I put in there, Carlos, that follow up is a system, right? It's a system. You know, we have to be intentional. We have to have a system for following up, you know, and you talked about the notepad, you talked about the CRM. It doesn't matter, you know, but you know, if we have a follow-up system, you know, that'll keep them thinking of us, keep us top of mind. Follow-up is a system. We got to have a system, and it can be.
There you go. Yeah.
It can be paper.
You can put those in a binder. You can put those in a file folder and hold on to them. You know, you can put January on it. These are people I dealt with in January. You know, there's free systems like this on a computer. If you have a computer and you need a system, this is a free system. Start inputting them in.
Yeah.
Every single person you've ever talked to, every single one you ever talked to, people don't understand that. It's like follow-up is a system, just like what you say. It's a complete system. And if you don't do that, if you don't keep a hold of those people, you're not going to grow your business.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a system. There's free systems out there. There's paper out there. There's a number of things, but we got to have a system. And that system will bring us deals out of nowhere. That system will bring us deals out of nowhere. Just like taking the opportunity for the season and reaching out to people, our current clients, prospective clients, through these means, that'll bring deals out of nowhere. You'll just pop up with an email or a text message that says, hey, I need your services. They'll come out of nowhere.
Somebody that you don't even know, and one of those 250 leads you got 6 months ago or 10 months ago or 2 years ago or 5 years ago. I still have people in my system that I've been here 10 years now. I still have people that I've met in my system that 10 years ago when I first got here, they're still in my system, you know, and I still will reach out to them every so often just to follow up with them, you know, send them cards, send them something, invite them to a pie. You know, if you got Thanksgiving, you want to spend a bunch of money on some pies, buy some pies and invite these people, you know, and get them out to see who you are and what you do.
Yeah, one of my really good friends does that, man. She's one of my really good friends. We went to master's class, and she does that. She has an annual deal where she does that. She invites existing and prospective and you know, relationship partners, and she does that every year. And she's consistent with it, very consistent with it every year.
And the thing is like, you can feed people, you know, you can feed your families. You can do a lot of things for people, you know. You can give back. This is the time to give. If you want to give some things out to kids or, you know, anything, you know, if you're a pet lover and you want to bring your, you know, message all your clients and say, you know, we have, you know, dog biscuits or whatever to give away to your dogs. Come get a Thanksgiving biscuit or toys, or, you know, bring your animals. We want to see your animals. You know, it doesn't matter what it is whatever it takes for you to stay in front of your people. It's what is important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So good stuff, man. You know, what we want to do is we want to provide, you know, people with just small pieces of information each week with how they can generate and grow their business. And, the holiday season, is a great way to connect with people, reconnect with people. We all have the means and the tools to do that. And I think, we've said some really good things today. I love the system. I love the fact that you've got, 333 contacts in your phone, Carlos, and you've got a system for following up with your people. And those are, like I said, I put up on the screen here, a follow-up system will bring deals out of nowhere. I mean, literally calls will come up and go, I don't know. How did you hear about me? And that could have been because of some diligence and follow-up you did on another current client, or it could have just simply be because you put yourself out in social media and got your system set up so that people could find you when they decided to Google someone.
Yeah. Look at, how many people, I don't know, this month, it doesn't sound like a lot. I probably got nine or 10 calls probably this month from Google. From Google. Yep. Because, people use Google, and I post on Google. It doesn't seem like you're doing anything, but I post every single day, a few times a day on Google. And it makes you feel like there's nothing going on. I really do. There's days I'm like, man, why am I posting this stuff? Because I get nothing back. I don't get any kind of response back from, people liking it or I love it or comments. But when I see my results of how many people saw what I posted, because it does the statistics, you can see how many people click on your message. You can see how many people open it. You can see all that. It tells me every single month how many people see my stuff, no matter posting on Google, and you don't get these likes like on Facebook, but
right.
But you get results when you get, and I got nine people, I think 9 or 10 people that respond to Googling something, somebody called me on a commercial property, and I'm like, how did you call me on a commercial? So I ask every single person that calls me, and I don't know who they are. It's like, how did you hear about me? Yeah. And they said they Googled. Yeah. I have a person that is wanting to start a business. They wanted to start a business. They wanted to find a commercial building, find a retail location, and they Googled and called me. Yeah. And I'm like, that's just starting a business,
So I think one of the things, Carlos, that we probably need to do on one of these is take a look at what you're talking about. Most people know, everybody knows Google, but everyone probably doesn't realize how well Google should be leveraged. Keith Viken, realtor with Weicker Realtors, years ago, has been talking about the very same thing you're talking. I think we should probably take an episode and maybe talk about, the Google and the power of what you're referring to.
So open up, just real quick, just open up my page. Open up, just Google, open up a Google, go to Google, google.com, and then type in my name. And people don't realize. There you go. Look at that page on the right. And people don't realize that Google, that is a huge, huge thing for people to do. That's just a free page. I don't pay for that. That comes with Google. It's free, 100% free. I don't pay any of it, nothing.
Wow.
And up at the top, I put, so then I linked my webpage. So I do pay for a webpage link every year. It's like, what is it? $11.99 or something like that, $11.99. And so if you Google, or if you go to www.carlosceballos.com/me, that page comes up.
Oh, this page comes up. Okay.
That page comes up. So, and then I put at the top, it's all about me, because it is. It's all, anybody that wants to find out about me, this is me. You know, I post fun stuff. I post my business stuff. I post listings. I post my candid stuff. I post silly pictures. You know, I put because I want people to know about me. I live in Kansas City, so I put a Kansas City picture up. You know, so you can contact me, you can call me, you can find directions to my office, all from that.
Yeah, you can make an appointment.
Right. Yep. So I post, and that post is just like a regular post on Facebook. It's just you have to do it. People don't do it.
Right.
So
nice. So we'll go through this a little more, you know, and maybe set aside a separate show for it to talk through this. You know, because it's good stuff and most people don't know about it. I know Keith knows about it. Maybe we'll get Keith on as well, you know, and make that an episode. So I'll follow up with him and we'll see if we can make that an episode, maybe even next week if his schedule can accommodate for it as well. So
and just follow up with people on the season stuff. Have fun, man. I can't believe Thanksgiving is here already.
It's just here already, man. Yeah, it's here already, you know, so it's good stuff. But well, good, man. Well, listen. 30 minutes till 10. We want to, you know, we want to get off, spend the top of the hour getting on the grind. I know I need to. I got some more people to call from April and March of 2019, and I got some more deals to convert. So it's been good, man. 50, man. 50.
50, babies. 50.
All right, Carlos. Have a good weekend, my friend.
All right. We'll see you later.
Bye.